Excuse me. Come as you are, as you were, as I wanted to be, as a friend, as a friend, as a true enemy. Oh yeah. Okay, maybe Cyclone. Soufflet de magic rings, sincère honteux de moi. Les angles se troublent et s'évanouissent, et plus rien ne m'empêche de voler. Tour blanche et gracile, doucement lui par éclat, me guide au confond des ténèbres, que le peu ne me noie pas. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je pousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je pousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Suite et splendeur en me lèvant, le compteur rebond sans objet. Dose de cendres qui se mélangent, je perçois au bout de mes doigts. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je pousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé au cœur de mon cyclone, je pousse le monde, j'en ai marre. 3 minutes, à la limite fut sans regret. ultime goulet, enveloppé, au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde plus tard. Enveloppé, au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Enveloppé, au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre. Enveloppé, au cœur de mon cyclone, je repousse le monde, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre, j'en ai marre. Faut travailler sur le dernier chord now. I gotta work on that last chord there, huh? Hey, check it out. New painting in process here. This is called Quiconque Rue de l'Hermitage. I don't know the number. I've forgotten the number of this building. But it's Rue l'Hermitage, which is just around the corner here. It's a photo that I took when I just got into l'atelier. And so it's apropos that my first painting will be of that. Now you can see on here I prepared the canvas with successive layers of old found book pages and blueprint, diazotype in fact. Diazoprint it's called. The blueprints used to be blue, like in A New Hope, but then they became dark black lines on a white background instead of white lines on a blue background. And that process is actually called diazo, which is a slightly different process. Anyhow, so I took those and I glued them down onto here, sanded them off, and then you get this nice pattern coming through. A randomized motif is how I like to describe it. And then over that, I'm going to make the painting, and hopefully what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some of these parts a little bit transparent so that you can see the type and the geometric forms showing through in the final painting. Now, as you can see here, perhaps, especially here, you can see I'm using the grid system for reproduction. Now, this is a technique which goes back at least into the Renaissance, because I went to the Rodin Museum here in town, and I was able to see on some of Rodin's drawings that he was using the grid system to reproduce forms and figures. So the idea being is that you, in the case that I'm remembering here, is that you sketch a live model in the studio, and then you need to reproduce it for, let's say, a fresco or a mural, or even for a sculptor. And then, so to enlarge it or decrease it, what you do is you use this grid system, and then you redraw according to what you find inside the box. And when you're using this technique, what you want to do is to try to abstract the shapes, so and you just trust, and it comes out pretty accurately. So when you're drawing, you're just drawing exactly what you find in the square, and then it will reproduce such as this. So you see, I went through, I did all the pencil. The grid is in pencil, which I will erase later. And so I'm going through and I penciled in all these details. You can see some windows here. And then I'm beginning to go through and ink it. I'm using Posca, which is great. It's acrylic paint pen. The Posca brand. Oh yeah, Posca, would you like to offer me a, what's that called? Promotion, ambassadorship? Anyhow, so that's what's going on there. Now, how's everyone doing today? Now, does anyone, don't be shy, just yell out a number between 25 and 157, because now it's time for the Warrior of the Light. The manual of the Warrior of the Light. If you want to be a Warrior of the Light, you've got to pick up this book. Okay? So I'm going to do the 3-coin method. 100, 200, 300. Okay, so that's not going to work. So I think we're just going to reduce that down to 30, huh? Take a decimal point off. Or we can cut it in half, what do you say? Well, I'll have to look then. So sometimes page 30 might not be a... Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we can do page 30. We don't got much time, but... C'est curieux, se dit le guerrier de la lumière. It's curious, says the Warrior of the Light. J'ai rencontré tant de gens qui, à la première occasion, tentent de montrer le pire d'eux-mêmes. I have met a number of people, or so many people, and at the first occasion, they attempt to show the worst of themselves. Ils cachent leur force intérieure derrière l'agressivité. They hide their interior force behind aggressiveness. Ils masquent le peur de la solitude sur un air d'indépendance. They mask their fear of solitude under an air of independence. Ils ne croient pas en leur propre capacité, mais passent leur temps à proclamer aux 80 leur qualité. And they don't believe in their own abilities, but they pass all of their time proclaiming to the four corners of the world, the 80, the four winds is how we say it in French, their qualities. Le guerrier lit ces signes chez nombre d'hommes et de femmes de sa connaissance. The warrior reads these signs in a number of men and women that he knows. Il ne se laisse jamais abuser par les apparences et s'efforce de rester silencieux quand on cherche à l'emprisonner. He doesn't let himself be abused by these appearances and forces himself to remain silent when he's searched to be imprisoned. I guess that's cornered by these ejaculations. Mais il saisit le moindre occasion de corriger ses défauts, puisque les autres sont toujours un bon miroir de nous-mêmes. But he tries the smallest occasion to correct these defaults, because the others are always a good mirror of ourselves. Interesting. Un guerrier profite de toutes les opportunités pour devenir son propre maître. A warrior takes advantage of every opportunity to become his own master. Voilà. Warrior of the light, Paulo Coelho, le guerrier de la lumière. Le guerrier de la luz.